With so many well-designed playable agents in Zenless Zone Zero, it is a bit surprising that an ordinary NPC would have any popularity at all. Enter Venus. This seemingly generic NPC is actually a very well-liked character, and according to some, she is the peak endgame waifu. Venus first appeared in 1.0 and has been in 14 quests with dialogue, 22 quests without dialogue, and 1 major event. That's a decent amount of appearances, but it's not important for the numbers. It's important because those numbers mean that we get to spend a decent amount of time with Venus as she reveals her personality and beliefs to us. And through it all, she's gotten a decent amount of attention and positive reception from the players. So, just what is it that makes Venus special? Let's start with something basic. Visuals. Because Venus is an NPC, her design budget is pretty limited, but it has been fully used up in order to make a compelling and pleasant appearance. The clothes are ordinary. A blue sweater with a flower emblem and the phrase "urban flower" printed onto it. Underneath, she's got a collared shirt and a tan skirt with flower buttons. The outfit is a professional look, but it is well composed, and the flowers add a simple but pleasant touch to it. Her green hair is a simplistic design with a soft, almost drooping round shape. Her blue eyes match it with a soft, round design. She also has this alternative outfit, which she wears during the cinema event. It is a bit more casual, but still retains a soft and round design, as well as some of the colors. It's also generally just really nice to see her wear something else. Most characters don't get another outfit at all, so it makes Venus feel a little more special to have this secondary outfit. All things considered, the designs on both give the visual cue that this is a kind and pleasant character, which leads us into the next category to measure Venus' personality. For the most part, it is clear that Venus is a caring person. She comments a few times that the proxy should be careful and should take care of themselves. She's also working with a lot of other proxies who are rookies and are forced to take the sort of bottom-of-the-barrel commissions. It is tough work, but Venus continues to be a kind-hearted person through it all. And then, when the player proves to be a super successful proxy, Venus comments that she is happy because this newfound popularity has helped her to get the other proxies better job offers too. And the fact that she mentions this benefit to the other proxies says a lot about her character and how much she actually cares. There's also a bit of playfulness to her personality. Like the time where she jokes that the proxy came to see her, as opposed to finding a commission. Or the time where she says fate brought you together today when you're just meeting at a scheduled time and location. A character whose only trait is that they're caring will make the character feel flat. But when we see Venus joke around, it gives her a little more depth and makes her feel real. And it also lets the player author in a romantic connotation to some of these comments, which many players have. This is important because player interaction. What is most compelling about the character is that the proxy's interactions with her even further contribute to the sort of parasocial waifu relation that the player can have with her. Minor spoiler alert here. Spoiler alert. But there are moments including beating up Venus's bully, going on a movie date, and also a specific line from the proxy which says, "I just want to see her." Nice. The importance of this type of moment is that they enable the player to feel like they're actually interacting with Venus. She isn't just a quest giver, she's a character you'd do things with, and when push comes to shove, you'd fight someone over her. And in fact, if you've done that particular quest, you have. It's an actual dialogue choice that the player can click on in order to keep kicking a guy out of revenge for harming Venus. That Venus has involvement beyond just accepting quests contributes to this character being more expressed, but more importantly, it lets the player feel involved with her. Sure, it's a little parasocial, but that's the point of a character, to be engaged with. And when we have an inlet to her story through the player-character proxy, it makes the character all that more powerful and special. Conclusion. Right. So, that's Venus. She's basically perfect on all counts. So, it only makes sense that more than a few people have caught on to her charm. There's just one little problem. With only 14 commissions and only one event, there's just not enough of a Venus.